A 2-hour event took place at the Belize Biltmore Plaza Hotel in Belize City this morning, with a focus on older persons via the launch of the National Council on Aging Strategic Plan for the period 2015-2019. While it is a plan that encompasses several areas affecting older persons, including pension, housing, and emergency support, the document also outlines points on what is hoped to be achieved for the benefit of older persons. Ishel Poot is the program officer at the National Council for Aging, and she explained today's launch.
We're launching the NCA Strategic Plan. It's a plan that outlines 6 strategic objectives, and it's really what the National Council on Aging hopes to achieve over the next 5 to 10 years in the development of the aging population. So the plan talks about financial security, planning for old age, it talks about housing, it talks about emergency preparedness, but it also talks about bringing together key stakeholders across government and civil society in implementing the strategic plan. The plan has been a developmental process. We've held a situation analysis of older persons. We took care of that study, and so we asked older people themselves, what are you experiencing, what is happening? And then following the situation analysis, we had support from HelpAge International in carrying out a feasibility study towards a universal pension, where we looked in depth at the financial situation of the population as we're growing older. So it was these 2 key elements that we use to create the strategic plan, and we have representation from several government ministries on the board. So we used members from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Economic Development, Ministry of Education, and the other key players on our board to develop this strategic plan.
With many other things, plans and outlines, that should be while many other things, plans and outlines are good on paper and in theory, but implementation usually faces challenges. We asked Poot how cooperative other entities are in achieving the points listed in the plan.
It's an ongoing discussion, and it's something that if you look at the plan in depth, you realize that the key markers over the next few years is really to open the discussion, get the information out there so that we can make steps to implement change. So the plan is very ambitious, but a lot of it is geared towards education so that we can move and make those changes. We do believe that there is need for a bigger discussion, especially on an issue as pension. If you look at our documentary that we launched last year, 61% of our population, 60 and older, don't have a pension. So it is a big challenge for us as a country, not just as older people, because our entire population needs to be protected as they become older.
Today's launch was done to coincide with the International Day for Older Persons, which is being celebrated today. All around the globe, today, October 1, is being recognized as the International Day of Older Persons, as we mentioned. It is the 25th anniversary of such an occasion, and the United Nations is urging countries to improve older persons' accessibility to urban infrastructure, facilities, and services. While the strategic plan launched this morning hones in on those areas for older persons, we thought it would be interesting to find out what is being done for older persons in celebration of their day here in Belize. Program Officer Ishel Poot spoke to us on that.
Across the country, the HelpAge centers have been celebrating their older persons throughout this entire week. Hope also in Punta Gorda has activities organized for today. And if you look out into our audience, there are several yellow t-shirts. Those are members of Voice. We have members of our senior step groups and other organizations that work along with us, along with the Life organization. Yesterday, Life, YWCA, and Voice Belize City held a public showing of the Aging in Belize documentary and the social that accompanied. So there are several activities happening today, and we'd like to encourage viewers to, as they watch the newscast, to just appreciate the older persons that they have in their lives.
We caught up with the Minister of Human Development, Anthony Boots Martinez, who had a message for the entire country and, by extension, the world.
My message would be, lend the older folks a hand. Give them a little attention, whether by speaking to them nicely, whether taking them for a walk, whether visit them regular. I think that is very important, and I think that that message I want to sound worldwide.
As part of his message for this 25th anniversary of the International Day of Older Persons, Secretary General of the United Nations delivered a message where he said, quote, "Older persons are an enormous asset to society and make a significant contribution to global development," end of quote. As part of the continued celebrations, members of the Belize Police Department will be catering to older persons tomorrow. We will be there and we will bring you that story.